So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 3 of the Master League season here with West Ham. Thank you very much for all the comments. You guys have been absolutely killing it, honestly, in the first 2 episodes. Hundreds of comments, so please, folks, keep it up. If we can get 1,000 likes today, I'll be very happy. So if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button after you've watched the video, of course. But we're going to dive into it. So we've got a few updates of what's going on. As you can see, David Moyes now has an actual proper West Ham shirt. I've added in a mod by Hawk over on EvoWeb. The guy does an unbelievable job. How many mods he has, kits and boots and everything, it's insane. Or not so much kits, but he has boots and then socks and things. I don't know. The guy's got tons of mods. Anyway, we've added that in the mixer, as you guys can see. So Moisey will always have now a proper tracksuit, or whatever he's wearing will be official. And as you can see, we've updated the official partners. That's also part of the mod. So that's a nice little added bonus for you guys. So there we have it. And there's Moyes looking class. There's the tracksuit. Perfect. Screenshot. Right, so today we're taking on Brighton. We're taking on Man City. That's going to be the toughest game, no doubt. We are using an updated gameplay mod, the definitive edition of the Gentleman's mod. So we're back with Speed Server, as you can see right here. I've gone straight past it. But there it is. That's the speed we're playing on, 19,500 or 19,500, whatever you want to say. That's what we're playing on. So it's a little bit slower than default gameplay, but it still works well. And if you're wondering what we are playing on, folks, someone said I was playing on top player. No, I'm not playing on top player. I never play on top player. We're playing on Superstar. I mean, if things get too easy down the road, then yeah, you know, you can whack it up to Legend. But let's not get carried away. We haven't even won a game yet in the Premier League. I will continue as well to do the post-match interviews with Moyes, but I've put that at the end of the video for a reason, in case you don't want to watch them. Like, if you don't care about it, then you can just watch the matches and be done with it. But if you like to stay to the end and listen to my Scottish accent kicking in, then you can always do that as well. I've done it purely for a bit of fun and just really give, you know, look, managers get interviewed after matches all the time. So this just adds a little bit more realism to the series. Right, so I said I was never going to show this at the beginning. Someone did wanted to see this, but I will show it for this match. Just to let you know what happens like in the game when I'm doing the commentary, when I'm showing the lineups. If you see certain players, like today's lineup is going to be a mixed bag because Antonio's down, Fornals is down, Fredericks, Cresswell, Zuma, Areola, and also Fabianski. So that does mean that Mr. Randolph, the 34-year-old, is going to get a start today. So if you generally see players not playing, it's obviously because they're not up for today's game. Is that English? No. They're not up for today's game. So that's why. So this match against Brighton, we're going to see that. Declan Rice is going to be at the back. And also, take note that Mark Noble gives us a humongous boost with the team spirit. Look at that. It's an 83 with anyone else, but Mark Noble has that trait. So when he is the captain, we go up to a 98. That's a whopper. So there we go. Just wanted to clear the air. Right, let's dive into it. First game, let's get into the action. I can't speak. Hopefully I can when I commentate. But anyway, let's dive into the action. We are back at home against Brighton. Let's see how things pan out. So you join us live for match day number 3 of the Premier League season as West Ham look to get their first points of the season. It's not been a great start. Yes, they got a result in the last match in the Europa League. But so far, they've struggled against Burnley and Southampton. They're back at home. Mark Noble does captain the side with a lot of changes to the lineup. But can David Moyes finally get the result that he's needed to start this season off in a flourish? Let's have a look at the lineups for today. So West Ham United, changes galore as Randolph starts in goal. Yeah, that's where he starts. Declan Rice at the back today with Diop. You've got Bowen through the middle, Lanzini on the left, Ben Rama on the right, Mark Noble with the experience, and Souček in the middle of the park. For Brighton, 3-5-2, or actually it's more of a 3-6-1. Maupay starts up top. Lamptey will offer some pace down the right, and then you've got March ploughing down the left-hand side. So away we go. West Ham United back at home, playing from your left to right in their traditional home strip. Brighton and Hove Albion from right to left, wearing their lovely blue and white for today. And it is a lovely day in London. Question is, can West Ham produce the goods as Lanzini looks to try and take on Lamptey, but the little man just a little bit too quick for him. Mark Noble brings in the experience, starts today in the middle of the park. Declan Rice is actually starting at centre-back, with a lot of the centre-backs not really feeling 100%. COVID, as we know, is still knocking about, so not really a surprise when players are going to be missing throughout the course of the season. As Mark Noble does find Lanzini. It's a good start this by the Hammers, trying to dictate the play. Vlasic back to Suffel, or Sufal. Mark Noble. It's a poor pass, though, given away, and Brighton and Hove Albion can try and launch it clear, but it's only as far as Souček. And he's going to try and take this to the byline here. Now, Antonio is not available, so they won't have the height. I'm not quite sure what on earth that was by Souček. I think he tried to play it back, but he got it all wrong, and in the end, he nearly played it to himself. But no Antonio will mean that those balls into the box will probably have to be a little bit closer to the ground for the likes of Bowen, who would rather have it to his feet than in the air. And here he is now with a chance to try and get it under control first of all, and then he gets taken down, and that could be the first yellow card, and to be honest, it really should be. And there it is, into the book. And Bowen has stayed down. That's not good news. It looks like he may be going off for some treatment. It was actually his dodgy touch that led to him being fouled, wasn't it, really? So 10 minutes in, it's going to be Lanzini here. But the big question is, what is he thinking? Well, he may even try the old dipping shot, which he did try. It didn't really work out. Masuaku was straight in with a flash. Anyway, Masuaku inside to Noble. And it's gone straight behind him. It's a bit of a scrappy start to the game, this. Both teams trying to find their feet. Here is Lamptey up the line. McAllister able to turn, but a good challenge there by Lanzini. But then he loses out on it. And it's another chance here. Ball's fed inside. Maipai, lovely turn. And he's pulled it wide. I don't know if it's Maipai, Moipoi. It's an odd name. Never get it right personally, but we'll just call him Maipai or Maipai. Either way, he's missed the target. So the best chance of the game, and it falls to the away side. West Ham still looking very vulnerable at times, and next up, they've got a massive game against Manchester City. They're going to have to be awake for that one. Here is Vlasic, looking to turn. It's a lovely turn by him, and the deflection, I think it came off his own player. I actually genuinely think that's come off Bowen. It's a great play initially, holds off the defender well, and yeah, he smacked it right into his own player. Skips past Souček, but then Souček says not today, and he can bring it forward himself. And he's not an easy player to get off the ball. Flicks it up the line. Benrahma flicks it inside again. Vlasic looking for the 1-2, couldn't quite find him, and it falls back to Brighton and Hove Albion as they can now look for a killer counter-attack here. Trossard with a chance, plays it square. McAllister back to Trossard, and that has gone up there. Was close. Brighton definitely looking the better of the two sides right now. It fell kindly to him, but the ball just dipped up slightly, and it was nowhere near. Well, it's been a pretty timid half, really, hasn't it? I don't think West Ham have really had a shot on target. I mean, we saw one chance from, well, Vlasic that hit Bowen, so that didn't even count. Apart from that, West Ham have really had a hard time of getting through this Brighton back line, which has been really the story of the opening two games. Masuaku, Vlasic, Suffel, Sufal. That's going to be a free kick all day. And another chance for West Ham to reset themselves and just try and get a grips with this. It's going to be a long, hard season if it does continue this way. Of course, it's still early days. Looks like we're going to get Lanzini to step up to the plate here. And there's a fair way out. Can he get the ball up and down? No, there's a whopper of a deflection. Noble tries to win the header. Comes back to Diop. It's another sloppy ball though. Masuaku's not even close to that ball. And it's cleared away only as far as Souček. Flicks it off. Benrahma, now's the chance for them. Good challenge by March, not letting him turn. Nepe lays it back. Gross. That's what we're going to go for. I remember Grosso back when he played for Italy in the World Cup. Memories, all memories. And there is talk about the World Cup being, well, they're wanting to change the World Cup, aren't they? It's 2 years, but that's just going to lose the wow factor of having the World Cup anyway. Lamptey and Vlasic both going at it. Here's Dunk. Skip past Lanzini there, and now he can opt to try and swing this in. He does fire it high towards the back post. Cleared away, comes back on the edge of the box. Here is March. Trossard. Basuma. Oh, well done, Noble. And the referee blows for half-time. Well, a lot of work needs to be done here for West Ham. It's been disastrous in all aspects. Not creative, not looking sharp, and looking tame. A little bit loose pass there, but it comes back to Byrne. As we are coming up to the hour mark, still yet to have a goal in this one. There really has not been hardly any chances on goal. One of these matches, but the fans want to see a little bit more from the home side. Dunk. Lallana. March. Trossard. Brighton playing some lovely football here. Chance to strike it. Did just enough. Flicks it away. Vlasic picks it up. Here's Mark Noble. And that's not a bad idea, you know. And now they've got a chance with Lanzini. Fed out wide. That's better. Benrahma floats one in. Probably wanted to drill that as opposed to try and float it. Souček, will he win the header? Yes, he will. Vlasic finding Lanzini. Masuaku. What's happened there? He's lost his brain, but he found it eventually. Flicked on. Vlasic once more. Oh, the offside was probably going to happen down the right flank. That's why he opted not to pass it. As Basuma flicks it through the middle. And now we got a chance here for March. Lovely football this. Close to deliver. Looking for the back stick. And Lanzini can bring it away. Noble. Well, Bowen's through the middle here. It's not a bad ball. Lanzini once again. Flicks it inside. Vlasic. He was trying to just pin it through the gap there between the two players. It was a very difficult pass to play. And it was never quite going to happen. And now McAllister can bring this forward. Declan Rice should get there first. Just about does. We are coming up to 20 minutes left. Looks like West Ham maybe making some changes momentarily the next time the ball does go off. Vlasic just about did well there. Noble flicks it on. Masuaku. Now this could be the chance. Players are on. What options does he have? Lays it back. Oh, Vlasic got caught. Just couldn't quite find his man. Fed up the line. Is that a free kick? No, it's not. McAllister, no support for him though. He's got a lot of work to do, especially with the likes of Diop lying around. And Lanzini lets it run through, but he's half asleep. Lallana, McAllister. It really is a back and forth type of game, with both teams making constant mistakes, trying to get in. The ball's delivered back post. No one's there. And that is going to run out of play. And now we're going to get some changes. Well, the first change is going to be Lakadia coming on for Brighton. So 2 changes for the Hammers as Yarmolenko and Cresswell come on. I really don't think there's been a chance in the second half. It really has been one of those matches. But both teams seem very content with literally just getting a point here. I mean, it would be the first point of the season for West Ham. That was a great challenge by Basuma. But still, you're at home. You need those 3 points. And they're not playing with the same emphasis as they should be, as the referee does award a foul. So Gross to take the free kick here. Loops it in. Souček wins the header. Always wins the header. He's a good player, Souček, in the air. They need to abuse that. Well, there's a chance for distance, and that's very, very comfortable for Randolph. Comes back to dunk. He finds Lallana, a former Chelsea man, although he didn't play for Chelsea because he played for Liverpool. Just checking to make sure everyone is awake and knows their football knowledge. Basuma. Trossard, good football this. Noble gets a foot in. Can't win the second ball. And then the referee has given the foul to West Ham. Looking for Bowen. Can't find him. Noble. Final 5 minutes here at the London Stadium. Mark Noble looking for the switch. Can he keep this on? He can. He just needed someone there. Oh, what happened? I don't know what on earth happened there. Bowen can't believe it fell to him. This is a lovely ball by Noble and what they should be doing more of during the game. It's a good ball in. The defender gets it all wrong. And I tell you what, it's some great goalkeeping by Sanchez. Does really well to react that quick. Because you can't see him really scoring any other way. It's Souček with a header cleared off the line. Sanchez once again proving to be the difference maker. West Ham leaving this late, but now creating some chances. Another chance to deliver it high. It's going to be Bowen this time. Comes back on the edge of the box. Players are falling in each other's way. 2 minutes to spare. Well, we had to wait to the final 2 minutes to finally get West Ham to wake up. Yarmolenko. Noble. Skips past his man. Safal! Oh, what a save that is. What a stop. I don't know what Sanchez took before this match. Couple of cans of Red Bull and some spinach. This is heading into the bottom corner, and that is a brilliant save. Another chance, the final chance. It's going to be Yarmolenko, fired in, looking for Lanzini! Tipped away again. Brighton are surviving somehow. The ball is floated all the way over to Masuaku. Delivered in, Bowen with the header. And it's wide of the mark, and it looks like that's going to be all she wrote. There's David Moyes looking very tasty in his new updated tracksuit. Why are we not seeing this more from West Ham? This has to be pushed into the Man City game, but Bowen's header, yeah, never really got hold of it. Always heading wide. And the first points for West Ham are on the board. It's not the result they wanted. They got a clean sheet. It's the first of the season, first point of the season. But they lack that killer edge today. But Sanchez, different class in goal. And really did keep Brighton in it at the end of the match. There it is, 8 shots to 3. Brighton had a lot of possession, dictated the play, just couldn't really penetrate. Man of the match today, though, was March. Apparently Ben Rama had a bit of a nightmare. So the other results, Burnley winning 3-0 against Southampton. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. Liverpool beat Brentford by goal to 0. Norwich 1, Leicester 1. Aston Villa 2, Norwich nothing. It's Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 0. Everton 1, Man United 3. What's going on with Man United here? This is meant to be a realistic playthrough, and Man United have won all 3 games. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Tottenham 1, Watford 0. And Wolves 2, Leeds 2. So, Burnley atop, Man United a second, Aston Villa third. Those 3 have won all the matches so far. Chelsea dropped down to 4th, City down to 5th. We push up to 15th place with a point finally, but we still looked absolutely pants in that game. Folks, I am going to have to learn the camera angle. I mean, stick with me as I kind of learn the ropes here. I know I'm a little bit all over the place. I don't know, the team still feel it's weird. Like, I play exhibition and I know it's a Master League thing, and that's the thing you got to take note of. You play exhibition, and when there's no team spirit, the game feels a lot more responsive. When there is team spirit, then we know what happens. So you kind of, yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me as we sort a few things out. It's not good news here because we've got Bowen who's injured. Noble's now been injured as well. They're only going to be out for a few days, it looks like. That's not going to help the cause, folks, is it? Because we are going to be taking on Man City next. So Bowen's out for a week. Noble's out for 6 days. I've got no problem with seeing injuries, though. It's always nice to see, you know, some injuries in PES. Anyway, let's move in now to the Manchester City game. I hope the lads are up for it. I'm not going to show you the lineup, as I say, until we get into the game. The players that are up for it is generally what I'm going to be playing. And as the season draws on as well, I will start doing more commentary, like talking about top scorers and stuff, but we kind of got to get the season going, and I've got to actually start playing well. Anyway, I'll see you guys there at the Etihad. So welcome to the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City hosting a struggling West Ham United side. There's already talk about a new manager for West Ham, which seems almost a little bit premature, as we've only played 3 matches. But this is going to be the biggest test so far. The champions, the current champions of England, who dominate matches, don't they? Let's be honest, and they're currently lying with 7 points in the table. West Ham United with just the 1. But let's have a look now at the lineups for today's matchup. So Pep Guardiola's side opting for the, 4-3-3, but it's more all over the place, isn't it? Man City just play what they play. Gabriel Jesus will drop into the hole. Kevin De Bruyne will be picking out passes left hand, right. Ferran Torres is there, although he's not really there in real life. But he's there today on the right with Sterling on the left. West Ham going back with Antonio today. Benrahma on the left, Fornals on the right. Souček and Declan Rice will be playing, partnering in the middle, looking to cause problems. So the referee signals and away we go. Manchester City will be attacking from your left to right in the all blue today. And West Ham are going for the alternative home strip, wearing the pretty much all maroony type colour. But today, can they use Antonio now that he's back fit and fresh? And West Ham really just need to kind of use the platform that they used at the end of the match against Brighton, where they were creating and causing some problems, and it took them that long really to get into the game. We know what Man City are going to be like. They'll keep possession, they'll work it forward. Gabriel Jesus will drop into the hole when need be. But David Moyes, before this match, did mention that they are going to be looking to high press a lot more and not give City the time of day. If you do that, well, you're going to have a nightmare from the get-go. Well, here is Souček finding Masuaku, looking for Benrahma, taking his time. It's Man City hounding him, so he's going to have to start again. This is better by West Ham, though, pinging it about. Declan Rice gets it back again through the hole. Souček, Masuaku trying to skip past Ferran Torres, but that was far too slow, and Zuma didn't care less, went ploughing into his man. Souček flicks it on. Benrahma. He's done really well there, Benrahma. Antonio will be the player they're looking for. It comes back. It is going to be Fredericks, and that one still sailing. Masuaku. But saying that, Man City might be more of a favourable team for West Ham, purely because they do like to push players forward, and when teams do that, yes, it does open up a lot of space behind them. West Ham do have pace, and if they can use that to their advantage, there was a chance. Oh, blimey. Did Gabriel Jesus hit that with some pace? It's not a great clearance there by the goalie, and he's giving it straight back to a blue shirt. And Masuaku will give it back to Areola. There's been a lot of different goalies already starting for West Ham United. They do have a lot of defenders. That's one thing. Here is Declan Rice. Wants to get past Rodri. Masuaku. What on earth was that? Torres floats it near post. Souček gets it away. Comes back to Kevin De Bruyne. And it's in. It took a massive deflection. I was going to say before he struck that, do not let him strike the ball, West Ham. But they did. And the Hammers pay the price. It's a little bit harsh because Man City have not done a whole lot in this opening 20 minutes. But it doesn't take much when you have a player of this caliber. Great touch by him. I don't know where that was heading. It looked like it may have been trailing just wide. We'll get a better look at it in just a second. You can see here's the touch. There's the finish. I think it was heading wide. It was an interesting move, an interesting deflection, wasn't it? Let's have another look at this from the perspective of Kevin De Bruyne, which will give you guys a better look at it. There was the touch by him. As he strikes this, it's a weird one, isn't it? It comes off the side of Dupe, as you can see, and it just curls into the far corner. It's an interesting finish. Never seen something like that before. That's bad luck. That really is. Fredericks will just back away from him. Zinchenko once more. Sterling continues the run. Kevin De Bruyne does well. Zinchenko does fire it near post. York wasn't there. Comes back to Cancelo. Oh, he's going to milk that one. I tell you what, if the referee gave a penalty for that, we knew exactly what he was looking for. Man City trying to play that high line. Masuaku can play it to Diu. Vlasic to Fredericks. Vlasic once more. Souček. Too much time on the ball there. Well, the referee could have played the advantage because the ball was right in front of him. Unless you're going to book Rodri, there's not really any point in bringing that back, ref. Because Vlasic was just going to continue and play on himself. Back to Rodri. Lovely pass up the line to Zinchenko. Delivers it near post. A few players getting in each other's way. Antonio just not seeing him again in this match. And maybe he should play even a false nine. I mean, you've got to get him involved. And right now, nothing is happening for him. Zinchenko. Patient play by the left back. Starts again, Gundogan. Back to De Bruyne. Cancelo. Gundogan. And this is where Man City will play with you all day. And that's what they'll do. They'll draw the foul in. Declan Rice getting a little bit too keen. And this is a very, very good chance for Manchester City to possibly make this number 2. It is going to be De Bruyne. Big deflection, but Areola takes claim. It's all the wrong decisions, isn't it, from West Ham? It's got to be a little bit quicker. Then Rama through the middle. Declan Rice. Try to cut in. Oh, he's done brilliantly well there. Declan Rice, deflection. Fell kindly to Ederson, but that's more like it. That's what they're going to need to see from him. I mean, you've got Souček, you've got Declan Rice playing both as basically DMFs, and the purpose of that obviously was to contain Manchester City, but they are a goal down, so they can only contain them so much. Now you need a goal yourself. You're going to have to take a couple of risks. Benrahma, that's better play. Vlasic. Chance to deliver. Antonio was there. Comes back on the edge of the box. Kevin De Bruyne starts again. A long ball forward looking for the big man, Antonio. I don't think we've even seen him touch the ball this half. Oh, here's a chance. Here is a chance. It is Antonio trying to open up a couple of bits of room. That's a brilliant save by the keeper. And West Ham, if they can quickly take this throw, they'll have one final chance to get this in. Masuaku, who on earth is that to? Who on earth has he passed to there? Only he knows. He's given it away, gets it back. Referee blows for half-time. And there we have it. A little bit of a fortunate goal from De Bruyne with the deflection, but still, it is enough to give the home side the 1-0 advantage. Kevin De Bruyne comes across to take it. It's a high looping one. Back to Zinchenko. Behind Rodri. Sterling. Oh, nice bit of play. Zinchenko. Sterling. Back to De Bruyne. Zinchenko once more. He's had a lot of the ball, Zinchenko, and he's a bit of a handful to get the ball off of him. Sterling. Great football by City. It's hard to touch them when they're playing stuff like this. Zinchenko, though, this time he has been caught out. Now, Pablo Fornals, that's not him, that's Benrahma. But he has got options here. And Antonio's through the middle, and he has found him, and he just couldn't quite get it down, could he? The touch let him down big time there. Inside to find Souček. Rice. Fredericks flicks it on. Pablo Fornals. Fredericks has continued the run. Lovely play. Chance to deliver it in. Oh, and he went for the audacious flick. Ah, Declan, Ricey. Vlasic. Pablo Fornals looking for Antonio. Still can't find him enough. Sterling. And Souček's done brilliantly well there. And Man City are trying to play a high line. You can see they tried playing the offside trap there, City. And it nearly worked for them. West Ham just had to kind of play that one over the top. That's bundled straight off the player. And now Antonio, well, he had a chance there, Antonio, didn't he? And he stopped running. Comes back towards Ederson. We spoke about it before, but because Man City do play such a high line, you know, West Ham have got chances here to get in behind. Fornals deciding to not go that way. Rice. Not a great pass to Souček. He gives it away. Gabriel Jesus will probably want that 1-2, although he's looking tired now. He could be coming off very shortly. Flick with the outside of the boot. Cancelo. Delivered in. Gundogan with a header. And it's always looping over the bar. So a change for West Ham is going to be Cresswell coming on for Masuaku. But Man City are going to have to contain West Ham now as they push for a 4-3-3. It's a little bit more attacking minded by the Hammers. And you've got only 13 minutes left. I mean, if they could get a point here at the Etihad, somehow get an equaliser. Well, here's a chance, because it's Antonio. Just was straight at the goalie. But if they can get a point at the Etihad, it's not a bad result at all. But they're going to have to push on. They're going to have to create chances here, take some gambles. Fredericks. I mean, Man City haven't been at their absolute best. That's a poor place to give it away. Mendy has picked it up. Does deliver it towards that near post. Fredericks wins the header. Back to Cancelo. Crowded out by Vlasic. There is De Bruyne. His goal is what separates the two teams. Fine strike in the first half. Took a little deflection, but it was enough to give them the lead and for them to keep it. That's a beautiful pass to Cancelo. And a great challenge, though, by the Zuma. And the pass is poor. The commentator's going nuts. He may be a West Ham fan. We don't know. Well, here's Kevin De Bruyne looking to pick out Cancelo. Cresswell just launching it clear. Oh, it's been flicked across, you know. And Declan Rice has picked it up. And he's got some players in there. It's going to be Vlasic. Oh, he just couldn't quite get it down again. Souček flicks it across, looking to play the 1-2. Couldn't quite get there. Now it's Bernardo Silva as he finds Cancelo. Ferran Torres. Bernardo Silva. Sterling. 3 minutes to play. Mendy. Hounded by Rice. Great play, though. And it's a beautiful pass to find Antonio. Fornals looks to cut inside. Overlapping run by Fredericks. Doesn't want to waste it, though. Can't waste it in this opportunity that they have. Need to get some players in the box. Fredericks floats it high. Lovely ball! And it's in! And it's an own goal! Can you believe this? 91st minute. That is an unbelievable finish. Cancelo, what are you playing at? What a ball in this is by Fredericks. He took his time. Just put it in the danger area. Do something. And he causes the problem. I don't know what Cancelo is trying to do here. Clear this for a corner, you'd think. There's no chance he's nodding this back to the keeper. What a blunder that is. And that is going to cost Man City 2 big points, because time is literally done and dusted here. Final few seconds to remain, unless they can get an instant reply, which is a possibility. But Cresswell will have to fresh his legs. He'll launch this one clear, and the referee blows for full time. I've never seen it. I've never seen that happen before in the 91st minute. Is 1-1 an even result on the balance of play? Possibly. It was one of those matches. West Ham had chances. Man City had a few. I mean, there it is. 4 attempts to 5. Not a ton. City did dominate the possession and the passes, but man of the match was Kevin De Bruyne. And Cancelo, well, he's going to now hang his head in shame. So the other results, Brighton 0, Burnley 0. Burnley losing some points for the first time this season. Southampton 1, Wolves 0, Brentford 0, Chelsea 1, Leicester losing to Liverpool. Newcastle 1, Norwich 0, Man United winning yet again. Aston Villa defeated. They lose their first game. Crystal Palace 0, Everton 1, Watford getting smashed by Arsenal, and Spurs beating Leeds United. So there's the top of the table. Man United, why can't they do this in real life? Heaven forbid. But they're top. Burnley second, Chelsea third. Man City now dropped down to 7th. They're still undefeated though for the season. Bottom of the table, Watford still yet to get a point, and West Ham dropped to 16th, but they're up to 2 points. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to bring in Mr. David Moyes to get his impressions of the 2 matches just played. But before we do that, yeah, I don't know. It was an interesting one today, folks, I will say, because the game felt a little bit off to me. I don't know. I feel like my webcam was also lagging. I don't know why. It felt a little bit off, but it is what it is. Let's bring in now Mr. David Moyes himself. Moisey, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Let's quickly touch upon just your overall impressions of the first 2 matches there of today. Brighton was a struggle. You played better in the second half, especially at the end of the game. And then Manchester City, very fortunate there to get a point. But your impressions?
The Brighton game was one of those matches, wasn't it? You know, the passing was off, and we're still not finding our feet. And I have to say to the fans and everyone, I apologise with the way we are playing at the moment, because we are a little bit all over the place. Still trying to find the best 11, still trying to find the best formation. We are working on things constantly in training, you know, that's what it's there for. But Brighton game was a tough one. You know, they were a team that they packed it in well, difficult to get in behind, and then we started to create more and more, and then Sanchez made some unbelievable saves in the final 10 minutes of that game. I mean, he changed it. We could have won it. I think we should have won it on the balance of play. But we just couldn't, you know, unlock the door, basically. So, yeah, it was a disappointing performance, I think, for the first 60 minutes against Brighton, but we looked better later on. And then Manchester City, well, was one of those games again. I thought we had a better chance against Man City to exploit them, because they do play such attacking football. And we got fortunate. But that, as much as the fortunateness is there, if that's a word, I don't know, look it up in the dictionary, but we hounded them. We continued to press, and I'm proud of the boys for that. They continued to work up until the final whistle. Fredericks put in a lovely ball. Cancelo, unluckily, but luckily for us, nodded it into the back of the net. You walk away with a point at the Etihad, you can't complain.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I do think that Cancelo will be very unfortunate with the header. But like you said, it was the ability to keep going, wasn't it? The willpower there to keep playing and playing. One player I wanted to touch upon, though, was Antonio. Once again, we didn't see enough of him. What is the game plan going forward with him? Because, you know, he's not getting involved, and that in turn, I think, is causing problems for you guys to not create and score goals. Because if he's not involved, the chances aren't happening, and you guys are just not creating enough chances overall.
Yeah, I know Antonio is a key player for this team. I know, and he's been getting very frustrated behind the scenes. You know, he hasn't said anything out, you know, to the media, but it's early days. But he has been getting very frustrated, not with himself. I think it's more with the team not being able to find him, and it's the carelessness. Once again, it's going back to the basics of not being able to pass a simple ball, and that in turn will not create a good atmosphere between the team. You know, every player has to be on the same wavelength. Every player has to be able to play a simple pass. So we're going back to the basics of just keeping possession, getting Antonio maybe even to drop off. We put him into more of a false 9 in that match against City, and I think it helped more in the second half. It's something we will look into, but we don't really want to be playing him as a false 9, because Antonio's got the pace and the power to get in behind the other players of the opposition. So yeah, he's frustrated. He knows it's only a matter of time before I think the team does click into gear, but he just has to bear with it, and eventually I think Antonio's going to find his feet.
Let's quickly touch upon, lastly here, the next two matches. You're taking on Brentford, and then after that, you've got Shakhtar Donetsk back in the Europa League. Your thoughts on those two matches? You're at home. You're still yet to get a win at home. Pressure's going to be on.
Yeah, 100%. The pressure will be on. There's already been a lot of speculation in the media about, I think, things that are getting a little bit carried away, like, you know, Moisey's not going to cut the mustard. Look, give us a little bit of time, as I said, to find our feet, to find the right formation, the right players in the right positions. But Brentford's going to be a tough game. You know, they've only got 1 point so far this season. They're like us. They've drawn a game. They've yet to win. And then you look at Shakhtar Donetsk, once again at home. But I think Shakhtar will be the toughest team in our group. If we can get something out of that game, especially a result, a win, we're going to be in a very commanding position with 2 wins out of 2. So it's going to be going back to the basics in the next few matches. Keeping the ball, keeping possession, and playing more attractive football, which in turn will get us to create more chances and win games. And that will keep the fans happy. So yeah, tough games to come, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, thanks, Moisey. Appreciate you coming aboard. And I will talk to you definitely after the next 2 matches. So there we have it, folks. That is all for today. I apologize for the green screen. There's a little bit of... I don't know what's going on with the webcam today. I think the lighting in here is, because I'm recording this video late, the lighting's not great. So everything's a little bit laggy, so I apologize for that. But I don't know, we'll be back shortly. Yeah, I'm going to think about this. I don't know, I'm going to talk to Ibra about this gameplay mod, because I don't even know if the last gameplay mod was better than this one. It's one of those things. You have to just understand on PES, folks, that Master League is a different kettle of fish. The team can always feel off for some reason, and I don't know why. I know it's the team spirit, but... yeah, it makes it harder, and it makes me look pants. And I'm playing a lot of poor balls, and I apologize, but we're going to get there. This is what this series is all about. It's about getting better. If you watched my Everton one, you would have seen at the beginning of that, I was dreadful. And then eventually, we got a lot better. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Till next time, please do smash the like button if you enjoyed it, and take care.